Well, my situation was I was divorced in 2007, 2008. I was given a judgment, a divorce judgment, and on it states that I'm a permanent alimony payer. Currently, at the time of divorce, I was working. I was a six-figure salary as a management person in a company. My alimony was based on my working years as a manager in a company. Upon my divorce, though, a year later, I developed cancer. And due to the disability of my cancer, I had to stop working. In lieu of that, I tried modifying my alimony and trying to modify it based on the fact that I couldn't work any longer. Well, my modification was denied by a judge in Bergen County. And I am no longer trying to modify because of the extensive cost of trying to modify. It cost me around roughly around $12,000 to modify alimony, of which was denied. Based on the fact that I was told that I would have to have enough assets to live on and to pay permanent alimony at the current rate, which was at the rate that I was paying at the time I was employed. So I continue now. My lifestyle involves right now collecting Social Security because I'm on SSDI, because I'm a disabled person in the state of New Jersey, permanent disabled, and 65% of that Social Security check now goes to my ex-wife. The difference of the alimony payment, which is roughly about $3,000 in alimony and about $1,500 in child support, comes directly from Social Security, garnished out of my check, and my current bank assets, which I have to pay up and make up the difference every month, month in, month out, in lieu of the fact that A, I don't work any longer, not capable of performing gainful employment, and permanently disabled. Yet I have to pay an able-bodied person that at this time is not working. It was an unfair situation for myself because I wasn't given consideration of my extenuating medical circumstances. At the time, I presented the courts with documentation explaining how much it would cost me in medical costs, future medical costs that I would incur, of which I am incurring, and none of that was taken into consideration, although the alimony payment was based on my 3 years of income from my previous employer, and that's what they based it on. They never took into account my medical expenses that I were going to incur, because according to the judge, it was stated as speculation. It wasn't guaranteed that it was going to happen, that I would incur high medical expenses, and yet therefore 2013 rolls around and I am incurring extensive medical expenses. Basically here to state my story to folks like myself that are going through the alimony process and the judicial family court system, in lieu of the fact that if there was any way I can possibly help future alimony payers, relieving them of the burden of paying permanent alimony. We as part of NJAR, New Jersey Alimony Reform, are not trying to abolish alimony. I am not trying to not pay alimony to a former ex-spouse. What I am trying to do is limit the duration of alimony from permanent and have a limit on the time that we should be paying. It should never be permanent. I should be able to retire. I should be able to be disabled. I'm a citizen of this country and of the state of New Jersey, and therefore I've paid my taxes, I've paid my time as an employee, and I've done everything I've needed to do to earn the right to be able to retire, be a disabled person, and live out the rest of my life humbly, fairly, equitable, and at the same time have the same level of lifestyle that I used to have or currently was allowed to have, which I can no longer have due to the fact that I have such high alimony payments, which is an undue hardship and an undue burden on people like myself that have to come up each month, every day, each month, day in and day out, to make up these alimony payments. Because if I fail to do so and I don't pay the alimony obligation that I am obligated to pay, I will fall in arrears. They will confiscate my passport. I will no longer be able to renew my passport. They will take away my driver's license. I will be jailed or incarcerated for being a person that's meeting to fill their financial obligation. And I feel that that's unjust to not only a person like myself, but anyone in my condition or my circumstances, in lieu of the fact that somebody that's capable, able, and not willing to take employment to compensate herself or themselves to be able to be successful and establish their lifestyle and continue on at the expense of somebody else's hardship. I feel that's unfair, and that's something that needs to be revisited, and hopefully with the help of NJAR and NJWAR, we'll be able to make this possible for future generations that are going to be going through this undue hardship. And that's my whole story here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.